Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today I want to show you something I sort of did by accident and decided it was a lot of fun and you might like to do the same thing. So a few weeks ago I had a plain old white sheet. This is very thin, it's certainly not good quality, and I was going to throw it in the bin. But I like coffee dyeing things, so I grabbed a piece and I dipped it in some coffee, and voila, I ended up with this fabulous coloured fabric. So then when I was doing Junk Journal July, I was messing around with things and I stamped on this piece of fabric and did a little bit of sewing and threw a few beads down, and I went, oh, well, this is fun. I think we need to make some more. So I have made quite a few embellishments to use in my journals. They automatically look vintage because the colour background is perfect, but they're also great to, give you a little bit of texture and stuff like that. So I'll show you quickly some of the things I whipped up. Now, first of all, I created some strips. So I cut one strip, I tore another strip, and then I had another thin one, which I actually just stamped all the way along. They'll make great ribbons to tie on the top of tags, or even just to cut a little piece off and staple it on for a little pull. So I thought, well, that was quick and easy. What else can I do? So I just got a few of my stamps out and went to town. Now, this was a little torn piece. I've just simply stamped a butterfly on it. It's all a little bit shreddy around the edges, but I don't mind that at all. I think that will look great stuck down on a page. A simple leaf pattern stamped on. Keeping in mind, I used my Ranger black ink. I found that one was the most successful. So I did try a couple of others and they just wouldn't stamp very clearly. Like I did this one with one of my little dewdrop stamps, but it's just not as definite. Even though I don't mind this one and I don't mind that colour, it's just not quite as defined as that. So the Ranger ink, definitely my favourite. Then I thought, oh, hang on, we could do some letters. These would look great stuck down on pages. I chose my initials, but of course you could string a word together or just do separate letters. I think they stamped out really nicely. Here's just a couple of little birds. I thought they were cute, and I cut it in sort of a little rectangle, but I sort of attempted to round the corners. This is quite thin fabric, and I found it's not the easiest to cut perfectly, but look, still cute. Loved how that turned out. This was a little experiment, and unfortunately, I had some bleeding happen around the edge here. I don't know whether that's because my water was dirty, because of course I decided to get the watercolours out and actually paint on this one. So I don't love the fact I've got that watermark there, but otherwise it turned out okay. And like the flower and that all worked out all right. Unfortunately, I've just got that mark, but I'm pretty sure I can still use that one. Then this one here, this is basically just a fussy cut flower. I didn't think that all have to just be rectangles. There's no reason why we sort of can't do some rough fussy cutting. I loved how that turned out. Now, then I stamped a stamp that sort of is about that big. That is the leftovers. No way I'm throwing that out. I'll be using that. And then the other one, I just used a die, one of my die heart, grabbed a pencil, traced around it and cut out the shape. Love how that turned out. Of course, there's no reason why we can't make sentiment ones as well. So I did that one. Then, of course, I have a thing for tags. I love tags, making my own little tabs at the moment. Now, this one, of course, didn't stamp out perfectly, but again, no reason why we can't use it. And then I also grabbed my little date stamp. And I love this idea. If you make someone a junk journal as a gift, pop a date on it, the date you finished it, or their birthday, or if it's Christmas, 25 December. I just think that looks so cool. So I'll definitely be making more of those. And then this one here, I just grabbed my pinking shears out and gave that funny little edge, but I think that looks really cute too. This one was a simple leaf and a butterfly that I stamped over on top and then just cut it into an odd shape. But again, they don't all have to be perfect. Another little tiny cute one. This will be a great little layering piece. I mean, we often use pieces of paper that has stamped words on it. I mean, you can't read any of that, but that doesn't matter. But I think that would be a lovely little layering piece. Then I had a go. This one here, of course, is a whole stamp, and I thought that would make a very cute belly band. I would also be very tempted to sew some beads on that one as well, some lovely little pretty seed beads, so that will probably happen. And then this one, I had these 3 individual flowers, so I just alternated them as I stamped across, and I think that would also make a cute little belly band. Then love my little crown. That's the one I did, but this time I used a round die cut to create the round shape and made a circle. That one didn't cut out too bad. This one here, that is one whole stamp, but you could also layer stamps on. But I thought, what a great way to make a fabric pocket. So I've got a couple of other big stamps. I've decided I need to try those now because I think I would love one that sort of went that way. That to me would make a great sized pocket. And then the lucky last one. This is one of my favorite stamps, a vintage style mannequin. I stamped it on the fabric, and then I wasn't too sure how well it would sew. I thought this one was fine. I didn't mind because I wanted the wonky sewing, but this one I thought, let's see how we go. So I've already just sewn it onto a piece of grid paper, and that's ready to add to a journal. So there we go. Very quick and easy. Look, if you don't have an old white sheet at home, go to a discount shop and buy the cheapest white sheet you can find, because you don't want it too thick, especially if you want to have a torn edge. If it's too thick, it just won't tear properly. But can you imagine how many pieces of ephemera you could make from one coffee dyed sheet? I made all of these just from one piece, and I've still got all of this left. It's just, what a bargain way to create some fabulous ephemera for your journals. Cost is virtually nothing, especially if you have an old sheet. So if you're bored one day, why not coffee dye a sheet, hang it up on the line, get it dry, and then just stamp away. Great activity when you can't decide what you want to do, but you have some time up your sleeve. You can make a great selection of goodies for your journals. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would join the family. I do paper crafting and paper planning videos, plenty more things on the horizon. I do like to try things that I've never done before, and I'm more than happy to show you the results and give you some ideas of things you can do. Especially this year, it's all about recycling, reusing. Instead of just throwing things out, can we change them round and give something a new lease on life? That's what I did with my junk journal in July. I actually used a magazine to create my journal because that's what it's all about. You don't need to spend a ton of money to have some fun. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.